All right, everyone, welcome to Rhythm and Roads Las Vegas. I'm Joshua Jacob. On today's show, we have a very special guest, Wayne Hosking. He's co-founder and performer in the Australian Bee Gees show, the tribute to the Bee Gees here in Las Vegas at Excalibur. Welcome, Wayne, to Rhythm and Roads Las Vegas.
Thanks, Josh. Good to finally meet you.
Yeah, pleasure, brother, and I hope to meet you in person soon, someday soon.
Yeah, come see us. Come see us. Come
Yes,
check us out.
yes, sir. Well, I did want to say I did check out your show and it was a while back in 2018. It was a while
Okay.
back.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah, but when I went, wow, like what a show, man. My uncle and I went. I mean, I'm definitely a huge Bee Gees fan. And yeah, you guys are just incredible with the parts that you portray in really playing the real deal of the who they are, the music. You sound so alike. We definitely enjoyed it, brother. So,
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, we put a lot of work in it. We've been here in Vegas for 15 years now, which is
oh wow.
kind of odd for most shows. A lot of shows come and go, and we as well as the hard work we put in, we do put it down to just the staying power of such incredible prolific music over 40 years that we've
Wow.
got to work with. So there's material there that we don't even get to play. There's so many hits. So we've got a lot to work with.
Yeah, man. Well, congrats on 15 years, as you
Thank
said,
you.
right? Yeah, that's what a journey, and that's the thing. It's definitely was an easy road too during those 15 years, but you are still there. You and your team and getting everything going with this show. So yeah, it's a blessing. Thank you for
Yeah, still going strong, man. It's
yeah,
good.
still going strong. Well, let's get to know you, Wayne. So let's start with your chapter of chapter one of Wayne of just how you started in I guess was in the beginning as a musician and singer and just the interest in being in the music industry, but also how it led to discovering, hey, I want to do a Bee Gees tribute. That's interesting. So let's start with
Yeah.
that.
Well, I'm primarily a piano player. Started out learning piano when I was young. Both my parents are musicians.
Oh,
My
cool.
dad was a guitar player. My mum was a drummer, band leader.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
yeah, so I had no choice really but play music. But
It ran in the family. Yeah.
it did. And I just that we always had guitars in the house and a piano. I saw Billy Joel once, I think it was, on TV, and I just said I want to do that. I want to play piano. So
Wow.
I forced my parents to buy me an old piano, and yeah, so I ended up, through high school even I was playing in restaurants and stuff and jazz clubs and just had a real passion for the piano. And then out of school, I joined a theater company. He was actually my high school drama teacher, and he quit his job teaching, and he and I formed a theater company called No Mates Theater Company.
Oh,
We put
wow.
we wrote a couple of rock operas together, and I did that for almost a decade, and then I got the invite from Michael Clift, my bandmate in the show,
Okay.
to join an Eagles tribute. Actually, we're an
Whoa, no way.
yeah, yeah. And that was so much fun because just studying the harmonies, there's five-part harmonies in the Eagles music as opposed to just three-part with Bee Gees.
Hmm.
So I really got a good education on how to learn harmonies, and I never really considered myself a singer as such, but I had a good ear. So I was perfect for the Maurice part because Maurice was always the musician, the arranger, if you like.
Right, right, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we did the Eagles show in Australia for a bunch of years, and there was a few other Eagles shows. There was other tributes around. It was sort of during the tribute boom in Australia, I guess.
Yeah.
All the local pubs with original music just started to dwindle, and the casinos started coming up, and Tats Pokies they called them back there. So we were trying to find something fresh to do, and we realized no one was doing the Bee Gees, and
Wow.
Michael played guitar, and Dave at the time was was a singer, and we just all kind of fit in. We just thought we'd give it a try, and yeah, we had our first show. We had an engagement in Hong Kong for a week, in Kowloon
So
at the Hong
cool.
Kong Hotel, and it was just like a restaurant, like 300 seat vibe,
Yeah.
and it just went nuts. The reaction was incredible. So
Oh, man.
we've just kept pushing and pushing since then.
Wow, what a story, man. I mean, and the cool thing is you started with the Eagles of a tribute
Yeah.
to that. And
Oh
I'm
yeah,
like,
it was a great
whoa.
education, man. It was a great education in music.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
harmonies, especially. Those
Of
five.
course. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Speaking of the Eagles, have you seen them lately at the Sphere?
I still haven't seen them out.
I haven't either,
I
so
haven't been to the Sphere yet, to be honest with you.
I haven't been in the Sphere either.
It's kind of pricey.
Yeah, you're not alone, bro. I haven't been in that sphere and I need to. I'm like, here, I live here. I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah.
But dude, wow. And then, so when was it that started for the tribute to the Bee Gees? I know you said you had your friends gather and we you discussed it, but I mean, and then how did it all start at Excalibur?
Well, it was about 96, I think we started the Bee Gees show.
Okay.
And so yeah, a long time ago, back in Australia. And we through the management we had there, we started touring a lot. We toured Southeast Asia mostly because it's so
Wow.
accessible to
Okay.
Australia. A lot
Okay.
of a lot of resorts and theaters and stuff around that area.
Yeah.
We did a tour. We toured Canada a bit. We did a few gigs in the US, but we came over and did a show. It was actually at the South Point Casino.
Oh,
Um,
cool.
yeah, and Adam Steck from SPI Entertainment, he came and saw the show, and we finished the tour, went back home, and we got a call from him and said, "Hey guys, you'd be interested in a residency in Las Vegas?"
Wow.
We said, "Hell yeah, we are." So we packed up our families and
Yeah.
uh, and we came over here and just set the place up for a year, like
Wow.
just the band, and lived at the Excalibur for the first 3 months,
Wow.
and just pushed hard and put the billboards up and invested a lot of money into advertising, and here we are still 15 years later.
15 years later. Wow. Imagine that call, man. I bet even today you can remember it when you got that phone call.
An exciting time. I remember and our families were like, "What? No, we're not doing that. We're not uprooting our lives to just go there and then be sent home in a month, you know." And it was a
Yeah.
risk. It was a big risk.
Oh, I
But
bet. Yeah.
the kids went to school here, and they're older now. They're back in Australia, but we raised them here, and yeah, we loved it, and we eventually moved out of Excalibur, got our own places, and now we're part of the furniture, I guess.
Dude, wow. What an incredible story of just the fact that, especially getting that phone call, because that's the one that you'll never forget. You know what I
Oh,
mean? That those
absolutely.
phone calls of an opportunity of a lifetime. Just,
Oh,
hey,
man.
we want you in Vegas. Like, wow,
That's at the time to us, it was like, okay, either it works or it doesn't, but it's a feather in our cap that we played Vegas, right? You know,
Right.
how many shows
Exactly.
we direct from Vegas? We can actually go.
Exactly. Yeah, especially Excalibur too.
Right. So
Yeah.
yeah, so that was exciting. But yeah, we didn't expect it to last, to be honest with you. We
Really?
heard reports
Wow.
of the other shows that were even when we arrived here, there was shows canceling all over the place, and then COVID, of
Oh
course.
man.
But yeah, we're just constantly adjusting the show and keeping it updated and keeping it fresh for ourselves and the audience. Because, like I said, there's so much material there to use. We try to keep it energetic and keep it fresh for ourselves.
Yeah, no, and that's good that you keep it fresh. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing it after all these, what I think it was been already 8 years that I've seen
Yeah,
the show. But
yeah,
I
it's
know when
changed.
I go back, it's gonna be like, oh my God, it's like fresh to me.
Yeah, it's
Um,
changed a lot. Yeah, for sure. We're even working on a new show right now, actually, some updates. So.
oh, you are. Oh, cool.
Mhm.
Okay. So I want to touch base a little bit on when it happened during COVID. I mean, how was that? I mean, here you guys left Australia, came over here, and then what, a few years later, a year or two later, then this happens. I mean,
Yeah,
how did it affect you guys with the show?
it was particularly tough for us. For the whole entertainment industry, of course, in Vegas, it
Right.
was very
Yeah.
tough. um, uh, Exceptionally hard for us in that we because we're Australian citizens living in the US, we couldn't apply for any help in the US.
Oh,
And
man.
because we weren't living in Australia, we couldn't apply for any help in Australia. So
Oh, man.
we relied on our savings, on family, to survive that because we were shut down, for a year and a half.
Wow, year and a half.
Yeah, I lost the house I was living in and ended up living with one of the guys in the band
Really?
in
Wow,
one of
man.
his bedrooms for a while, and it was tough. It was tough, but we got through it.
Yeah.
You know what it was like. Every 2 weeks, there was an announcement that we're going back in 2 weeks, and then 2 weeks, and then 2 weeks
And
for a
it just
year.
kept going. Yeah.
There's always that carrot dangled in front of us. So we're always, we do we go home? Do we not? Do we
Yeah.
stay? Do we hold? Do we sit through this? So we thank goodness we managed to make it through and got back to work towards March.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm interested in, yeah, like that's pretty incredible. The fact that even with what you were going through, you still stuck through it. You could have just right away said, I'm out. I'm going back to Australia. This is too much. I mean, but what was it that kept you going here? Because the fact that you said you lost your home, you're rooming with, roommates. I mean, to what extent did you really have that hope of that light of saying, I'm staying, you know?
Perhaps a sense of arrogance um, and hopefulness mixed
Yeah,
together.
yeah,
It was a dream for us to come here, and we were doing great so early, so early in coming here, and
yeah.
it was just like no, no way, this is not punching us in the face right
Yeah,
now. All the work we've
right.
done. Um, I sent my wife and kids then home.
Oh, you did? Okay.
So we battled it out for a year, but then
Wow.
we just couldn't survive. I couldn't house everyone, even paying the bills and everything. So they flew home, and I just lived in someone's bedroom for for a while, and until we opened up again and we got back to work. But by that time, my kids had finished school, and that they got family and friends back in Australia, so they ended up staying there. But yeah, it was a tough road. I guess with being a musician, there's only so many things you can do. There's
Yeah, man.
the whole, and the other thing too is the whole world was shut down. It wasn't just the US.
Yeah,
Go
right.
back to Australia.
Right.
What else? I'm still not. I'm not just going to just live off government checks for the rest of my life.
Right, of
Got to
course.
do something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I want to say, that what you had to keep going like that, that was because there was for you being here, your purpose was here. There was still that where you needed to stay. And
Yeah, I
it's
felt like I belonged here.
Of course, yeah. And that's the thing that's hard is there's times where you do want to just give up and say, I'm heading back home, right? But then
Right.
there's that intuition, that feeling within you that's saying, no, keep going. There's something, just wait it out, wait it
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, just to know, just to be able to tell yourself that you can, and for what I do, especially for a tribute band, Las Vegas is the holy grail. This
Yeah.
it's where it's all at, and this we have a touring show as well, so we do tour. We travel around the
That's
world. We have
true. Yeah, you do.
a different
Yeah.
lineup. Yeah, but so there's always work, and if anything ever happened here in Vegas, we would still continue and we'd still tour.
Yeah.
But Vegas, the show in Excalibur at the Thunderland showroom is our bread and butter, and that's what we base everything on. And
Wow.
the touring is extra.
Yeah. That's just if you want to get away from Vegas for a bit, right?
Right. Always. Or if I don't, if it's a place I don't like, we send somebody else.
Right. Wayne, thank you for sharing that part of your life of that chapter. I mean, that's not easy to always share. But that's the thing about rhythm and roads. It's you got to be real and raw of just, hey, it's not always just the sunshine and the beautiful road of the journey. It's rough. It's not easy,
Absolutely.
and there's been so many testimonies and stories of people I've interviewed that shared similar stories too. But that's why they're here. They're still doing
Yeah.
what they're doing. So,
Yeah, thank you for what you do to share, for being able to give me a platform to share that, because it was tough, and I am proud of where we're at, and I'm
of
proud of the
course,
rest of the
yeah.
guys in the band, Michael and Tony, and
Yeah.
we've worked hard, and we kind of deserve what we got right now.
Of course, man. Yeah, you guys totally deserve it, and especially, yeah, after what you've been through, and then that gives it more value of just the fact that you look at it now and you're saying, "Man, thank you." Where I'm came from to where I'm at now
Right,
after
grateful,
15 years, man. 15 years.
very
That's
grateful.
awesome. Well, let's talk about the show now. So, what's next for this show? Because I know you said you had some new projects in the works for it. So, what's new?
Yeah, we're always like when we first started the show, we based it on the one night only concert.
Okay.
They did a concert here at the MGM Grand, actually, just across the road,
Yeah.
um, and we based the look on the Bee Gees, what they would look like now,
Okay.
um, and with that for that tour, and then the next sort of generation, if you like, of the show was, if the Bee Gees were still alive. Well, it was only Barry, since Maurice and Robin had passed.
Right.
If the Bee Gees were still around now and they were touring, what would they look like? What would they be wearing? And what would they be playing? So
Wow. Okay.
that's kind of the concept, and we keep come from a modern perspective. And a lot of people that come to the show, they're surprised that we're not doing a retro, white suits,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
very
Right.
chest
Right.
chest out thing. I don't like that. I mean, it's fine, but it's been done,
Yeah, it's
and
been done.
it's
Yeah.
just it's not. I don't know. We're too old for that. We're too old to wear those suits. Some of us, but
Yeah.
um, so we've always taken it from that modern perspective, and so
Wow.
each time we put a new show together, there's the songs that have to be played, obviously, right? The
Yeah.
big hits.
Right. Right.
There's enough material to throw in some medleys of newer of other things that people may not know the Bee Gees, because the Bee Gees wrote a lot of songs for other people and
True. Very
for
true.
artists.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a lot of songs there. We even do a section of that in the show currently.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah, so there's a whole list of songs that they wrote for other people. Islands in the Stream for Dolly Parton.
Right. Yeah, that's a great song.
It's a good example. We
Yeah.
do we do a bunch of those songs as a section, and a bunch of costume changes. We've at one stage we had two costume changes throughout the show. Now we're going to go back to this more sleek black look. We're just constantly updating the look, updating the material. And the major thing too is all the updates that have happened in the Thunderland showroom. It's a much bigger room now.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah, we've got much more tech in there. We've got lasers. We've got three massive LED wall screens.
Whoa, no way.
Yeah, so
Heck yeah.
yeah, so we're constantly embracing that in new ways.
Yeah.
I have a few ideas up my sleeve for the new show, to make more use of those screens, but it's a constant work in progress. We're just constantly updating every chance we get.
That's awesome, man. And back to what you were saying about the one night only, I do remember seeing that
Mm.
when it was televised. And I even bought well, not soundtrack, but the live album.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it
Oh,
came out. Oh,
yeah.
dude,
Awesome.
that's an incredible album.
Yeah, and we were so so thankful that they come up with that look, because we put the show book together before internet, right? So you couldn't look online and find the material. You couldn't find videos of them. Like you couldn't get
True.
on, there was no internet.
Yeah,
So the
true.
way that we found material was we'd go to bookstores, we'd go to record shops
Wow.
and buy the albums that we need, and try to track down
Man,
guest videos of of the performance, because you
that's
couldn't find them
crazy,
online.
man.
And so we're looking at all this and all them, and it's all the 70s stuff, and we're looking at their outfits. It's like, okay, their out. And
Yeah.
then the one night only concert came up.
Oh, yes, a winner
They're
right
all
there,
they're all
man.
looking hot and cool in their black,
Right?
got the
And the black
fedora.
hat. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Like, thank goodness we've got something to
Yeah.
work with here.
That's right,
So
man.
yeah, that was the beginning. That was the basis. One night only was the basis of the new Bee
Yeah.
Gees that we wanted to present ourselves as.
Oh, very cool. Yeah, that show was definitely off the charts. And it definitely was a one night show here in Vegas for them. But thank God, right? Yeah, that look that they had on even the album cover when I bought it, I probably just bought it because of the way they looked on the album
Right.
cover. I was like, this is a
It's cool, right?
badass look, man. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's pretty cool. And then
yeah. Oh, I think you froze up. Wayne, you
equal.
still with me? There you are. Sorry, you
Oh,
froze up
sorry.
for a bit.
Yeah, I
Go
saw
ahead.
that. You got me.
Yeah, I got you.
There's a flyover at the beginning of the concert where
Okay.
you see the MGM Grand, and so directly across the intersection is Excalibur. So we did the same thing. We did like a drone shot over Excalibur,
Oh, wow.
and so we open our show with a shot of Excalibur, just like they have a shot of the MGM Grand for the
Like
one.
just like that. Okay. I do remember seeing that. Yeah.
Little subtle things like that fans pick up on.
Yeah, oh yeah, man. Wow, what that's so awesome, man. And I just want to say I want to ask, when does that new, I guess, show that you're t talking about coming out? Is it later this year or is it
Yeah,
already?
later this year.
Okay.
We're looking at a soft open and then a release date of the thing is that it's always a very gradual process, because we have to be on stage 6 nights a week.
Oh, okay, I see.
So it's not like we can say, okay, we're going to shut down for 2 weeks while we retech a new production.
Well, true.
So
Yeah,
so I do it in sections,
I see. Okay.
sometimes even song by song. So one night, one day we'll be working on one song, get the audio done for that, get the video done for it, and then put it up in the show on the next day, and then
Okay.
get to work on the next song. So the curtain has to stay open.
Mm,
So it's difficult to tech a new production. So
yeah.
it's a very gradual thing. But we set out over like a say a 6 month period to slowly interject it and then have a grand opening and call it the new show if you like. But to be honest, it's a slower, more meticulous process.
Okay. Well, I look forward to the new show when it comes out, man.
Yeah, 2 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. And you said it should be out maybe just an estimate like later this summer.
I think there'll be some major changes in the next few months, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. Okay.
Certainly by the end of the year we'll be before the end of the year we'll be having a big opener, like a new show opening.
Nice. Well,
Yeah.
very cool. Well, I do want to talk on one of their albums because I know that if we're on the subject of the Bee Gees,
Mhm.
what's your thoughts on, I think it's called, let me see, I'm looking for it right now. Um, I think it's called like Smoke and Mirrors or something like that. That was, oh, here it is, Still Waters.
The Waters, yeah.
Dude, that's an interesting album, man.
Love
Like
that album.
very
Yeah.
unique and different, and I love the fact of the way they look on the front cover. I'm a musician myself. I play drums, but one thing that stands out as musicians is the look, right? I mean, the photography, the look of it, just like Sting and U2 and
Yeah.
all that. But dude, the album on the way they are posing on this album is like, heck yeah.
Yeah, that's it's got like Maurice on the side when he's
Right.
looking.
Yeah, looking like
Yeah.
that. And then Barry's in the center, his brother and Andy, right?
Andy was the is the fourth brother. He wasn't actually a BG, but it's Barry,
Oh,
Maurice, and Robin.
sorry, Barry. Yeah. Yeah, just whoever was in charge of that was just brilliant in the way they looked, and
Yeah.
especially the forest in the background. But yeah, well, just what's your thoughts on that album, man?
I love that album. That came out in it was right in the 90s when we were studying the Bee Gees. So
Oh, was it? Okay.
and kind of like One Night Only, when we were studying it and we were working on their material, they released an album at that time. So that was
Okay.
exciting. So we had all this new material to use, and we put a couple of the songs in there. This is where I came in, I think, was one of them. But yeah, it was exciting for us. That was because to be honest, I wasn't the hugest Bee Gees fan as a kid. It was before my time, you know.
Oh, okay.
I grew up in the seven. I was born in the mid '70s. I know I didn't grow up through the '70s, like a lot
Mhm.
of our fans did. Um, so that was my introduction.
Okay.
My introduction to the Bee Gees was the Still Waters album. I'd obviously heard, Staying Alive and, you
Yeah,
know,
the
Dancing
hits.
Light. But I was only just right in the middle of studying their material when Still Waters came out.
Oh
So that,
man.
that was precious to me, actually. It's funny. It's an important album to bring up. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Very unique and different, especially the song I Surrender. Oh,
Yeah, great song.
dude.
So much
The
great
way
material.
that plays, you're like, keep it going, bro.
And it's kind of it's the first time that I feel like they were just like maturely just writing the music for themselves without the
That's
pressure
right.
of trying to make a hit.
Yep,
It
yep,
was them, it's who they are, as
yep.
opposed to trying because they've spent their whole career changing themselves in order to fit with what's current. Whereas
True.
this was a departure from that, I think.
Yeah, I totally agree. Well said on that. I really agree that it is something of themselves that they wanted to finally express.
Yeah,
And yeah, well done in the way they did it too. Especially
absolutely.
the last song on there, Smoke and Mirrors. That
Yeah.
one was different and very, I don't know, something about it. That was the last song on the album, but
Right, right. I have to listen to it again. I'm going to listen to it
yeah,
again.
it's nice. It's kind of like a way out to say goodbye from their journey on that album.
Sure, sure. Yeah, yeah.
Um, Going back to the One Night Only album because I have it up right now. Yeah, the way it starts, man, with that intro. Do you guys do that? I don't know if you still do, but do you
You do.
start kind of like that with the intro, like from the album, and then you work into Massachusetts and
It's high energy.
oh,
It's hard to change it to
dude.
anything else. The song that we roll into out of that, it's you should be dancing basically. There should be dancing intro.
Right, yeah, the intro.
Yeah. The song we come out of that into has always been Alone. Uh,
Really alone. Okay, that's a good one too.
yeah, and it's slightly lesser known here, but
Yeah,
it's just got this great energy that I love, and it's
yeah,
kind of been our signature cover.
yeah.
Like it's I've never seen another Bee Gees show do the song alone. And
Really
yeah,
interesting.
we've always opened with "You Should Be Dancing Into Alone," and we still do now. It's
Okay, good.
a truncated version of it, but um, Yeah, it's just a powerful, really powerful. Like it's like going straight. We go should be dancing from the 70s, going the disco thing, going
Yeah.
straight into the most modern of Bee Gees
Mm,
songs. You know, the
right.
most modern sounding of Bee Gees songs, and I love that song. It's one of my
Oh,
favorites.
dude. Yeah, Alone is a really good song by them. I really agree. You know, the first song I ever listened to, I know it's kind of surprising, but of the Bee Gees was Jive Talkin'.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Oh, when I first heard that on the cassette, man, I was like, I mean, of course I've heard the other ones, but I don't think I was young at the time,
right.
and I was discovering them. And when I bought the cassette and that first song on the cassette of Jive Talkin', oh,
Was a
dude, I was
massive hit.
hooked.
It was
Yeah.
a massive hit. You know how we came up with this that sound the guitar makes at the beginning?
No,
Is
how?
it in the beginning?
Yeah, yeah.
Barry was in Miami and they were driving across a bridge, and it's a rickety bridge, and he was listening to the end as they
What?
going over the panels over the bridge.
Oh, no way. What a
And he
trip.
went straight to the studio and he started playing on his guitar, and that's where that
That's where it
idea.
came from.
Mhm.
That idea. Wow. I'd see all these years, never knew that.
Yeah, he's a genius, man. Genius.
That's so
Mhm.
cool. Wow. Well, before we close on the episode here, I just want to get to know you a bit. Just what artists out there have influenced you besides the Bee Gees? Because I know you're a musician. Just like myself, David Bowie and Brian Ferry,
Oh yeah.
Genesis, Peter Gabriel, all those
Mhm.
greats.
Oh
They've
yeah.
inspired me, man. I mean, you study them, you listen to them, and they really take their time, in the studio and writing music,
Definitely.
Just like the Bee Gees. But what
Yeah.
artists out there have inspired you?
Definitely on the same page in all those artists you just listed.
Yeah.
For me, I was a huge Queen fan.
Oh, really? Wow. Okay.
In fact, I saw Queen in 1985 in
You
Australia,
did? No way.
right
Ah,
at the pinnacle of the right at the
wow.
pinnacle of their careers. And I remember that I was 12, 12,
You were
13, 12.
12? Yeah.
Yeah. And my cousin had me on his shoulders to watch, and I was a massive fan, and it was the first time I'd ever
Wow.
seen anything live, any concert live in my life.
Really?
Yeah.
First?
And when I saw Freddie come out, I was like, oh my God, that's yeah, that feeling of my eyes are looking at like he's in the room with me. It's Freddie.
That's
Like, I'm a
wow.
massive Freddie fan, and he's kind of the reason I'm an entertainer, to be honest.
Oh, wow.
Just a
Okay.
massive Freddie fan. So yeah, Queen was a big one for me. Peter Gabriel, I agree on that. I was a jazz, like because I'm a piano player, jazz was a big thing for me.
Oh, cool. Nice.
I studied a lot of Oscar Peterson and Dave Brubeck and artists like that. I was interested in odd timings, and I put my own little three-piece jazz band together when I was a teenager, and we used to travel around to colleges and do gigs, just with
Wow.
it. Yeah, with a Yamaha CP80, which is it's a piano, but it's electric, so it's got strings and it's got this massive harp. I had this old beat up van that that we had a lounge chair in the back and my piano and the drum kit, and the three of us would just travel around Victoria and Australia and do gigs playing
Wow.
jazz. Those are the days.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, I digress. What else? Yeah, show tunes too. Because I was in theater for a long time.
Oh, okay.
So theater production was a big part of my musical journey,
Yeah.
and jazz, of course. But yeah, Queen was the biggest influence. I think that's probably the biggest influence on
Oh,
me
yeah.
as a
Queen.
producer and as a writer and everything.
Yeah. Oh, I totally agree, man. Bohemian Rhapsody, that movie was definitely incredible to watch. Just the
Yeah,
journey of Queen.
yeah,
But yeah, thank you for sharing that, man. It's always good to just learn, what the artists or musicians that I interview, just to hear their side, on
absolutely.
who have inspired them. So,
Yeah,
well, Wayne, just for the viewers to kind of look to find your show and to book, what's the website and the links that we can put there?
well, you can go to abgshow.com, and there's also you can go to the Excalibur website.
Okay.
But yeah, just Google the Australian Bee Gees and you'll find us anywhere. There's a lot of links to out there to Ticketmaster. You can go through many different sources. SPI Entertainment's website.
Okay.
Just Google us and yeah, hit the link and book from there. There's lots of good deals going on right now. Things are a little bit slow right now with all the tariffs going on in Vegas, so
Oh, right.
there's some
Yeah.
good deals to be had on ticket prices right now.
Okay.
There's some joint packages with other shows, so. Yeah, check it out.
Awesome.
Yeah, you'll find us wherever you look, basically now.
Yeah. Even while you're driving at the ship, you look up, you see the billboards. Yeah,
Right.
there they
Right.
are. It's so cool, man. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Good
Well,
time.
thank you. Yeah, thank you, Wayne, so much for your time and sharing your incredible story as well.
Thanks, Josh.
Yeah, and especially that part of your chapter too. Very inspiring just to know that you pull through and look, 15 years later, here you are still.
I
What a
appreciate it.
blessing.
Share it, man. That's great. I like what you do. I'm going to keep following you.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. And for the viewers, if you'd like to come on Rhythm and Roads Las Vegas and share your story, my Instagram is Joshua Jacob Official. I believe every story matters and every story can impact someone's life, just like Wayne's story, where it actually was definitely a blessing to hear today. So that inspired me to keep going as well. But yes, thank you so much, Wayne. Such a blessing and congrats for 15 years on your show. For everyone in the team and just every other members as well. What a journey, man. 15 years on the Las Vegas Strip. Wow.
Yeah, I feel it's I'm inspired right now. You're making me feel good about what I do, man. Appreciate it. Look,
Well, that's
hope
good, man. I'm glad.
come
Yeah.
see the show soon, man. I look forward to meeting you in person.
Oh, same, man. Likewise. All
All
right,
right.
guys. Well, this is Joshua Jacob, Rhythm and Roads, Las Vegas.